voguing is what she does. Voguing is what it is. Voguing, keeping the West Coast intact. Voguing, cash winner, and a commentator. You can say whatever you want to say, you can do whatever you want to do. But it was one time I remember when Young Things tried to make us rivals. And let me explain something to you. If you think commentators is a bitch that just get on the mic and just chant,
I'm about to hit this nigga up because I wanna get into it. This nigga think I'm playing, I'ma motherfucking do it. Tasting all my fluid on his knees and when he blew it, cause he just done left my house, that's how I motherfucking do it. This nigga said he got me and he said that he is loyal. Now they got me crying cause he thinking he is royal. Damn, that nigga spoiled and my blood is about to boil, cause the team keep on playing and I think I need some boil. Now that nigga tatted, he is such a stupid nigga. Yeah, that nigga pretty but he fucking on my nigga. Now that shit is clear, you don't want me in a figure, but I can't leave you alone, so I'm about to put the trigger. Wait, it's shady, shout out to my nigga Shady. Niggas think I'm playing, but he's such a fucking lady. You can call me crazy when a nigga try to play me, when you're playing with my feelings and the bitch is going crazy.
Who is Enyce Smith? Enyce is a character.
Yes, I'ma do that bump. Get in the shower now, I am pumped. Open the closet, go on that bit, cause I'm looking so good, you wanna get with this. Nigga, hit me with that whip. I wanna scream, wanna feel that drip. If you fucking and you hug it and you bust it and you nut it and you nut it and then you about to come, you about to
My original name is Edward, but I go by Eddie. Eddie is the person that I am on an everyday basis, but Enyce is a night owl. Like he's the person, he's an entertainer. Like he's a part of a life that we call the ballroom scene. And Enyce does what he wants to do when he want to do it. Enyce gets his way.
Come on, Eddie. Come on, Lonzo. Come the fuck on, Enyce.
I was in the foster system. Went to foster home February 2nd, 1996. And from there, my life was hell. You know, mom on drugs, you know, long story, different placements, been in mental institutions, getting molested, all that stuff. It was a time in my life where I was very, very bitter and I was mad at the world. And, you know, I used to just go out and I was a very dangerous person. Like, I didn't want everybody to be happy. I wasn't happy. You know, misery loves company. And I used to look at my mom and I used to look at a lot of people that I met in life when I went through the foster system and just through life. And honestly speaking, I just was like, you know what? I don't want to be like that for the rest of my life. Like, I don't want to be like that person. I don't want to be like my mom, strung out on drugs, and that's all I do know is drugs. And I wake up thinking about drugs and chasing drugs and stealing to get drugs. I always told myself I didn't want to be like that, but I kind of got like that. I never ever really stole from anybody. I'll probably go steal from the stores, you know, but I don't know. I just was like, I didn't want to be like that, and I did. And it took for my best friend to die to make me wake up and be like, you know what, you need to get your shit together because life is short. And once I danced probably half of my life. I started training when I was about 13. I used to take like 20 classes a week. I was on scholarship, all that stuff. And I always had that in the back of my head, but when I did get introduced to drugs, I stopped dancing and I started living a whole nother life. But when my best friend died, I came back to my dancing, and once I fell back in love with it, I just was like, you know what, it's time to go hard. And I was like, I'm gonna get to the top, period, point blank. Like, you know, so that's what kind of made me be like, yeah, like this is what I'm supposed to do. This is what I'm supposed to be. And so, you know, and then the dancing came, and then other things came as far as, you know, the hosting and the commentating and the voguing and all that stuff. So, yeah. That's basically where that came from. My friends, you know, when we got of age, you know, they start sneaking off, because I lived in Lancaster, California, they start sneaking off to the clubs in Hollywood. Then like one day they came back and they was like voguing and stuff, and I was like, "Ew, what y'all doing? That's ugly. Like that's gay stuff. Like that's gay. Like ew. Like like you know why y'all acting like that? You know." But one day I snuck off and I went down to LA, went to the arena, and I was looking. It was all these people voguing, but it was one person that stood out to me, and his name is Nacho. And he was voguing. He had little curly hair with little glasses, had on a Hello Kitty little top and a little skirt. And I was like, what the fuck is he doing? He looked crazy. He was voguing. He was actually really good. He was like doing Owe and stuff.
What's he doing, bro?
Basically, you know, I started coming out and I started going around, and I eventually found the ballroom scene. And, you know, after that, like I saw them voguing and I was like, fuck it, I want to do it. And I started doing it. I started off doing realness with a twist, and then I ended up doing soft and cunt. That was not working. I was getting chopped left to right. And then I found my niche. I'm dramatic vogue. One day I was in the house and I was just voguing crazy, and everybody was like, that's what you're supposed to do. Went to a ball and I started winning. That's how I started voguing, and I became Enyce, the dramatic voguer. Stupid.
Hello?
Willie.
What's going on, bro?
Nothing. I'm so blessed to have a brother that is like my brother. My brother used to beat the shit out of me all the time. This is the reason why I'm tough. My brother used to beat the shit out of me. You know, when you little brothers, you like, okay, your brother acting like a girl, I'm gonna make him tough. And he used to beat the shit out of me. But my brother, he always was my father figure. Like, you know, my brother, when I get in trouble at school, my brother will whoop me. You know, my brother was a good one. We went to a foster home. He always had my back. You know, my brother, basically, he took care of me. How does it feel like to you? Like, does it feel weird that you got a gay brother? Because, you know, usually, you know, people like they have a brother and they get to go play basketball together and they do all that stuff. You know, it was never like that with me.
Listen, bro, it never mattered what you was, you know what I'm saying? All our life, you growing up, you know what I'm saying? People used to tease you and say little things about it, but I used to never believe it until we got grown and you told me, but I never felt no different about you. You know, you my family at the end of the day is bigger than what people see and how people judge people, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Being gay and being that's nothing. That don't make you no different from nobody, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, at the end of the day, you know, to each his own. You have your own life. You can make your own decision. But
my brother is just, he's there. He loves me. You know, he used to beat me up for acting like a girl, but, you know, I came out the closet and I owned who I was, and he embraced that. I'm lucky to have somebody like that. And, you know, just going through what I went through because of my mom, and I'm still going through it to this day, a lot of depression, my brother always been there. You know, like at the end of the day, regardless of the fact, I don't have to have nobody in this world, but as long as I have my brother, I don't give a fuck.
You know, you're my brother and I love you no matter what.
Right. I sorry. A lot of people, they have brothers that, you know, are not there for them, and, you know, like they family turn on them and stuff, and like I never got to really go through that. So like I just like, you know, I just wanted to tell you like I appreciate you if I never told you that, you know what I'm saying? And
you
stuff.
already know.
Yeah, you know. This is something that keeps me very, very humble, because I come out here and I look at what's going on in the world. Like, I call this zombie land, but this is Skid Row, and I live in a beautiful place on Skid Row. A lot of my friends are like, how can you do it out here? Like, how do you do it? What do you mean, how do I do it? Like, it's people that's living worse than me. So when I do walk on my gate and I walk on my door, this is what make me be like, I need to keep my shit together because I don't want to end up like this. So it's kind of like a sense of responsibility. That's what it gives me. And then it's also like, this, if you don't get it together, this is what you're gonna be like. You know, if you keep on doing drugs heavy or doing that or however, or going back to how you used to be, this is what it's gonna be like. And I don't wanna be like this. You know, I pray for all these people that's down here, but you have people that talk to themselves. It's not good. You know, people sleep on the street, and people, they complain all the day, all the time, and wanna wake up mad and stuff, but you got people that sleep on the streets with big ass rats. Like, you know, so this just keeps me humble. Honestly, this keeps me humble, and I appreciate being down here. I appreciate living down here. You know, I think God put me in this place for a reason, to keep me sane and keep me in my place and keep me on the right track. So, Skid Row.
I thought you said you loved me, I believe in you. And now you're playing house on me. This trade, he drives me crazy. Oh my God, somebody save me. He with his baby mama, but he dropping off the baby. She pretty and she ratchet, bet she look just like her mama.
I used to write songs when I was little. I used to sing. Can't sing as well as I used to, but I mean, I still can hold a tune. I used to sit in my room and make songs and get on my little tape thing, record it, and put the other tape in and record it and double it and sound all crazy, but I used to do that, and I always have music in my heart. I released a mixtape. I worked on a mixtape with Purple Crush. Shout out to Isla and Jared. They helped me a lot. They made me tap into a lot of things that I didn't know that I was capable of doing. But we worked on a mixtape. It's called Parental Advisory. It's on my YouTube page, Enyce Smith. Go check it out. Isla, husband Jared, is amazing at what he does, and he understands me. And he makes a lot of beats, and he's really good at what he wants. I can tell him how I hear the beat. I'm like, I want the beat to go boom, da, boom, ga, boom, boom, ga, do-do-do, da, 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 you know, or something. And then, you know, he'll do it. And I'm like, I want the instrumental, like, brum, 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 or something like that. But anyways, I'm working on some commentating music. And actually, I have a commentating song up right now that got put up on YouTube today. It's called Get Hard. Sweet Dreams, instead of Sweet Dreams, that dum 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 dum.
I know that you think of me when that shit get hard, get up. I know that you think of me when that shit get hard and get up. I know that you think of me when that shit get hard, get up. I know that you think of me. Cause I play with my dick, cause I play with my dick, cause I play with my dick while I'm up in it. You wanna fuck, you wanna stick, you wanna lick, you wanna whisper in my ear, bitch. Never been to make you fall in love. Never been to make you fall in love. Never been to make you fall, never been to make you fall in love.
I would say me singing in the choir and me writing songs and me doing all that stuff led up to the commentating thing. Commentating was a natural thing for me to do, just like voguing was a natural thing for me to do because I was a dancer, but like it always been in my heart. One day I just got on the mic. Like I was at an Ebony Lane mini ball and I got on the mic, and after that Ebony Lane put me on the mic every week.
Motherfucking iconic Ebony Lane.
I did that for a little bit. You know, people was okay, cute, you know, but I did it for a year and I got my of the year, and that's when I started taking charge. I had got a trophy, so that validated that I was a good commentator because I wasn't the only commentator in LA. I always had in my mind that I was gonna take over, and then I knew how much power I had behind the mic. I just knew I had to work to get to where I'm at, and I am the voice of California, not the voice of LA, not the voice of Compton or nothing. I am the voice of California. I really enjoy commentating. This is something that I love. It's in my heart. I love it. Like I commentate every single day. I can see something right now and I can make a chant up about it because that's just the way it is. I hear my friends talk. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna turn that into a chant. Like, you know, it's just, this is what I do. I don't go and
Yes, like a bruja. I say it and it's done.
I've been working with Jack on the mic in LA for about 8 years now. And you know, Jack never disrespected me. It was like, oh, you're not worthy to be on the mic with me or nothing.
Give it up for Enyce.
And then he's just a positive person because when he's on the mic, yeah, he'll read you, he probably clown you, but he's gonna uplift you, you know, he's gonna give you kind words.
He went from a little boy that just came out, learned how to go, practice it, learned it, now he's teaching it, and now he's decided to apply his ballroom talent, his ballroom courage into keeping the doors open and making his dreams and his entertainment reality a true reality. So without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, a baby boy in our hands, now grand man in front of our eyes now.
Beautiful Enyce Smith.
He is what a ballroom personality should be. Jack knows how to balance everything. He also have a life outside of the ballroom scene. It's weird how he can balance everything off and still have a life and still go to the balls and still do this and still do that and still travel the world. And also, you know, he's gonna promote safe sex.
Safe and sound. Do not forget to practice safe sex. Get tested on the regularly, and for information on mental health, STI, STD awareness, please contact anyone from Reach LA.
To know that he is the one that inspired me to even go harder with my commentating and getting in the studio and making some shit happen. When we see each other, it's nothing but love. So that's my boy. With the legendary status, it made me want to go harder in the paint for like just all the things I do. Like one of the things I do is I teach. And I teach Vogue and I teach hip hop, and I actually teach hip hop with a group of kids at Cortines High School. And it's a school of arts. I think them little kids are lucky because they have a performing arts center there. Y'all see this school? See, I never had a school like this. You see, look at where they eat at. They got a fucking performing arts center in their school. Who does that? Like, this school is everything. And then like they have a dance studio over there. They have like dance studios over there. It's so dope. So dope. So dope. These kids are lucky these days. I love them little kids. Like, they work really, really, really hard. We actually do a little program with them through this organization called Reach LA, and it's called Out of Africa, and they have us come. This is our second year being there. They have us come and they have us teach a hip hop section for their performing show that they're gonna have. You know what I mean? Yes. Okay. Where they from, the first and the second row? Can y'all meet me back here? Where they from, the first and the second row? Everybody else is cool, the first and the second row. Come follow me. Second row, I need to see y'all do this right quick, full out, because some of y'all are not hitting it, and I'm gonna have to change spots, okay? So, you still doing your own thing. So I'm gonna have to you have to do it for me too. So, just follow your lines right quick. Yeah, this is a show, and don't take nothing personal. Everybody's doing, well, but we gotta make this. I gotta make this stick, okay? 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm so faded. Da 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 da. Ga 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 ga. Ga da 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 da. Stop. You have to step it up because all of them are doing it really, really big. Watch, come over here. Come right here. Watch. Watch this. Ready? 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm so faded. Da 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 da. Ga ga da 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 da. Okay, stop. The kids, they're amazing and they're very, very talented. So it kind of, in a way, I'm giving back. You know, I'm giving back to my community. Hey. I teach a Vogue class at Reach LA, and I teach a lot of ball kids how to Vogue, and some people that's not a part of the ball community.
Come to keep going and going and going and going and going and going and going, and that's just it. No shade. Bitch, I want to get
So I actually got to teach one female named Isla, and she's doing very, very well right now, state to state winning and, you know, doing her thing. So like, I love doing stuff like that. I love to see a person grow in their craft. And, you know, as a person is growing, as I'm teaching them, I'm growing with them. You get what I'm saying? So it's a win-win situation.
No, my love just feeds you.
Yes, this is a battle, me versus you. Can you handle the truth? Listen to what a battle, it should be equal. This is not a television sequel, so how come we got every episode? I just tell you, you act like you don't know. So what, so where is this going?
A lot of stuff been happening with the police killing black men, you know, getting away with it, you know, no justice for them. And also just a lot of like the trans, like gender things that's been happening, like, you know, with just the killings and the bathroom situations and stuff. I remember I was looking at the news and they was basically making a big deal about transgenders using the restroom. I'm a very sensitive person, so like, say for instance, like if somebody died, if I don't even know them, like I would cry. Like I'm very, very sensitive. So I was just like, you know what, I want to make a video, you know, about Black Lives Matter, and I want to, you know, put a message out there about the transgenders being able to use the restrooms that they feel comfortable with using. So I wanted to do a video and tell it through an art of voguing. Like I wanted to tell the story through voguing.
We do want to update you on the breaking news out of Orlando.
The transgender student says that she was discriminated against.
1 in 51 will be diagnosed with HIV in their lifetime.
This thing?
I like that. I want you, just because something didn't work, you might think that I'm a jerk.
The world is backwards. I feel like social media kind of ruined the world. Social media takes over the world now. Like you can have a girl like that girl Danielle, catch me outside, how about that? And everybody's stuck on that, but then you have these issues that's going on, like people getting killed up in the club. You get what I'm saying? People, yeah, the Orlando thing, it did get some attention, but it didn't get the attention that it needed to get. My whole thing is that, like, I had to just shout them out and bring awareness to that, because that was really, really sad. And I have a lot of friends that know people that was in that club. I have a lot of friends that been to that club, but also I had to do and talk about wrapping it up and doing things for HIV and AIDS awareness, because I had so many friends pass away from AIDS complications.
Make sure you use a condom when having sex. Using protection is very important.
So I try to use my voice to get through to my generation and the younger generation that comes behind me, that I'm supposed to be an example for. It's like I used to be back in the day. I was the one like doing escorting, and I was the one fighting everybody, doing everything, you know what I'm saying? And I had to change my life because it's bigger things that's out there for me. Like, you know, that person that I was not the person I'm supposed to be. You get what I'm saying? I'm supposed to be a leader, and I'm supposed to be an example.
We are who we are. We gonna be who we be. We just living life. So why are you mad? Transgender people should be able to use the bathroom with the gender they identify with. They not bothering y'all. We should not be stereotyped. We should be able to love who we want to love. We should be able to do what we want to do. I'm not talking shit, I'm just keeping it real. I did not come to play with none of y'all. I came to slay.
I didn't listen to my elders when I came to the scene, so, you know, I try to just make that up by trying to help the younger generation. And then also, it's so crazy because when we was filming the video, at the end, I had walked away from the camera or whatever, whatnot, and I turned around, I put my hood on, and I looked at the camera, and at this time, it was the last take, so it was like a lot of passion in me. And I was looking at the camera like, man, like, you know, I want this to end, you know. But when the video came out, everybody was like, oh my gosh, that was so amazing. You gave a shout out to Trayvon Martin. So when I looked at the video, when I put the hoodie on, it did look like I was, you know. So it was just kind of like, it was just amazing how the magic happened. We put it out and it hit 10,000 views. It was a lot of good feedback, man. When I tell you, like, everybody, to this day, like, I did a lot of videos, but to this day, this is my best video, and everybody really, really loved it.
At the very beginning of the video, I asked you, who is Enyce? And so now I'm going to ask you, who does Enyce aspire to be?
Just to show people that, you know, you can overcome anything. I've been in very, very dark places to the point where it was like, what is there to do, you know, than to die? But you know what? You never know what God has planned for you. And I know that all the shit I've been through, I would not change it, period, because it made me who I am today. I want to be an inspiration. I want to be an example to people that live in the hood, that went to foster homes, that been molested, that been beaten on, that been in some fights, that been misunderstood, that been strung out on drugs. I want to show people that I am an example of what you can be in the future. I just want to just take this to the next level. My music, my artistry, all that stuff. Yes, I did get distracted. I did for a minute, but I'm here and I'm going hard. So I just want to just be an inspiration to everybody. When I'm long gone and I'm not here anymore, I want people to look at this and be like, you know what? That was a bad bitch. Period. That was a bad bitch.
It's been too long and I'm lost without you. What am I gonna do? Said I've been meeting you. So I'm meeting you. Saying that who's been with you? Is your heart still mine? I wanna cry sometime. I miss you. Off to college. Yes, you went away. Straight from high school, you up and left me. We were close friends, also lovers. Did everything for one another. Now you're gone and I'm lost without you here now. But I know I gotta live and make it somehow. Come back to me. Can you hear me? Hear me?
Toy, are you motherfucking inspiring these bitches? Yes, God. I want a round of applause. That was sickening. Now let me tell y'all something. I haven't seen a soft and punk battle since my motherfucking best friend Toy. Rest in motherfucking peace. California pussy.